She is the heart, pride, and queen of the Reading and Northern Railroad. This is a story about Reading T1 number 2102. Around the time of World War II, the Reading Company was looking for a more powerful locomotive. They had enough locomotives, but they weren't powerful enough. Their freight locomotive type at the time was their I-10 A-Class 280 steam locomotives, and they were completely worn out. And unfortunately, at the time, the Reading Company did not have enough time or money to build another locomotive from the ground up. So, they decided to take a look at their 280s, and they decided to rebuild them in their own Reading shops, and they rebuilt them into a brand new type steam locomotive, that being a Northern type steam locomotive, and they classified them as T1s. One of those T1s would be named 2102. After 2102 was rebuilt into a T1 type steam locomotive, she was put into service pulling freight trains and coal trains all across the Reading Line system. After 2102 pulled freight trains across the Reading Line system for a while, she was assigned to pull the Reading Iron Horse Rambles until 1964, when she was retired. In 1966, T1 number 2102 was sold to the Steam Tours in Akron, Ohio, to be put onto use for excursion trains. 2102 has been to a lot of famous places, including the world-famous Horseshoe Curve in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Heck, she was even dressed up / disguised as Delaware and Hudson number 302. T1 number 2102 would be in disguise as Delaware and Hudson number 302 for excursion trains on Ross Rowland's High Iron Company excursion trains until being sold again in 1974 for restoration at the Allegheny Central. 2102's restoration was scheduled to be done in 1977 to get back to pulling excursion trains. Shortly after 2102 was restored, she double-headed with Grand Trunk Western Mikado number 4070 on the Horseshoe Curve. Unfortunately, 4070 was not up to par on this trip, as she was having major mechanical failures, which forced Conrail to ban steam excursions for a little bit. Not long after the incident with the Grand Trunk Western 4070, Reading T1 number 2102 was overhauled again until 1985, where it emerged from the shops for the 40th birthday of the T1 class of locomotives. In 1986, Reading T1 number 2102 was sold to the Blue Mountain and Reading Railroad, also known today as the Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern, or the Reading. She was purchased by a man by the name of Annie Muller Jr., and she's resigned on the Reading and Northern ever since. Today, Reading T1 number 2102 is owned by the Reading and Northern. She is now classified as the Reading and Northern T1 number 2102. You can see 2102 pulling excursion trains, that being the new Iron Horse Rambles and the Fall Foliage excursion trains. It's amazing to see such an amazing steam locomotive survive from World War II time all the way to modern day. 2102 is certainly a locomotive we will never forget.